Hello, my name is Mansi, and I am a ripple maker. For those of you who don't know me, I have been handing out little tokens of love, appreciation, and gratitude to strangers across the world in my travels, in my local community here. And who are these strangers? They're mostly invisible workers at grocery stores, mail drivers, when you go to a restaurant, people who cook for you, wash your dishes, serve you food. When you go stay at a hotel, people who change your sheets, clean your toilets, those who are often working in the background and don't ask for appreciation, don't look for it. They're just doing their job, which is why it makes it so much more heartwarming to be able to go up to them, make eye contact, ask them their name, personalize the token for them, and hand it to them. A tangible way of saying, I see you, I appreciate you, and I'm grateful for you. It's been 7 years of doing this, as I said, and I've handed out, I think, close to 3,000 of these tokens. And every single time, there has been a hug, there's been a smile, there's been a, wow, you made that for me. And that's what keeps me going. I'm not a trained artist. I didn't go to school for art. I went to the School of Journalism. So that's my background. I'm a writer at heart. And what I have realized in doing all of this art, not just handing out the tokens, but any art that I do, whether it's painting on canvas or making a zine or painting in my journal, I've realized over the years I follow the same principles. I keep going back to the same things, the same step by step process, if you will. And so I thought, why not put together that methodology in a format that is helpful to you, which gave birth to the Ripple practice. And I developed this presence based workbook to help you move through any hesitations that you have and ultimately come to a place where you enjoy making, where you enjoy the process, where you enjoy just being and sitting and seeing. And so this downloadable PDF will tell you about the Ripple practice. And what is the Ripple practice? The RIPPLE. I broke that down. There were a couple of words that I kind of went back and forth on, but these are the ones that I landed on because this is my process. I've given it a lot of deep thought, and this isn't just something that happened overnight. This has been sitting in the pages of my journals. This has been brewing in my mind and in my heart for a while. But I finally have the language to articulate what that process is. So it's a 6-step process that I follow every single time. Reflect, which is what the R stands for, where I come to my studio here, to my table, and I bring whatever it is that I'm holding and reflect on it. How am I feeling right now? And then I identify it, I name it, I release the power it has over me by naming it. And then I go to play. For those of you who've been in my workshops, who've attended any online gathering with me or come to any in-person workshop, know the emphasis I put on playing. Playing is all there is to art, really. So P, the first one, is for play. The second P is for personalize. Now, this one I sat and thought about because I think what makes any of my art making special to me is the marks, the mark making that I do. I always add some rainbows, I always add some lines, I always add some dots. Those are my marks. They somehow bring it all together for me. You might have a word or a phrase or a color that you always include in your work. And so personalizing it, making it your own, authentically yours, because in those marks, in those colors, in those words, in those phrases, there's a story that's deeply yours. And so personalizing is important. Then the L, which is the hardest part for people to do, is the letting go, especially when it comes to these tokens that I hand out in my daily interactions. Because I have spent time creating with my heart after reflecting, identifying, playing, and personalizing. really spend time creating something that is so authentically and deeply me, that is beautiful, that I treasure, that I want to hold on to. But I don't want it to end up in a drawer. I want my art to be shared. And as I said at the beginning of this video, when I share it, I receive so much more in return. And so that's my impetus for sharing it. And so letting go is that L. Let go without expectation. How your gift is received is not up to you, but let go and see how it feels. And then the last part is the coming back, the full circle moment is the embrace. Embrace who you are becoming through this ripple practice. Embrace how you are changing, how you are becoming more acceptful or accepting of yourself, how you are slowing down, noticing more. And so that is the ripple practice in a nutshell. And I hope that when you download this workbook, the prompts that I have in here will help you really solidify this ripple practice in a way that you can make it your own. This is not step by step. Nothing I do is a step by step instruction manual. So this isn't an instruction manual. It's a guide. It's a mirror. It's a tool for you to use and make it your own. So I hope that this will empower you, inspire you, encourage you, and help you be more of you and help you do more of what you love. Thank you for being here, and thank you for all your support, and thank you for being a ripple maker.